Welcome to part 13 of Let's Play Resident Evil 3 Nemesis. Let's continue the game. Okay, we should be able to complete the game in this video. I've shown you all the weapons, haven't I? The grenade launcher, normal rounds, flame rounds, acid rounds, and freeze rounds. I've shown you the mine thrower, the magnum, handgun, enhanced handgun, Desert Eagle, the SIG Pro, shotgun, enhanced shotgun, and the Western Custom. Yeah, I've shown you everything.
Resident Evil.
Okay. Let's load the game. Okay, for the last time, they have taken everything from me, everything. But I won't give up, I won't allow them to win. I will survive, they can't stop my last escape. Let's put the ink ribbon away, we won't need that anymore. And we have 20 left, that's really good. Oh no, 19 left, sorry. Yeah, 19 left, that's really good. Okay, yeah, that should be everything we need. I want to show you the enhanced handgun just one more time before we complete the game. Yeah, it's really good. 19 ink ribbons left. So we were having trouble earlier on. Well, not trouble, but we were dangerously short of them at some point. I think one time I used 3 or 4 in a row without getting any more, but now we're up to 19. So anyway, you can sort of understand how I got this corridor confused with the other one, can't you? The one where we use the system disc, because you know they sort of look similar. There's a card reader here, there's a door over there, but yeah, Nikolai only appears in that corridor if you push Nemesis off the bridge, and then he dies there, and then that's the end of him. Anyway, use the card key, and we should discard this. Some zombies in here. Now, I know I've said this before, but it's really good how this gun pushes zombies back. I mean, if you're surrounded by zombies, this is, you know, this thing always pushes them back, and it's something that even the Desert Eagle can't do, and that's annoying. Get off. It's something that even the Desert Eagle can't do. You know, the Desert Eagle sometimes gets a headshot, but you know, you can be overwhelmed with zombies. Using the Desert Eagle. With the enhanced handgun, that doesn't happen, so that's why I do like the enhanced handgun better, because it's a better weapon, because you know, there's luck isn't involved with the headshot thing. Luck is involved with the Desert Eagle, but anyway, let's use this. Okay, let's pick up the other one as well. Yeah, so the Desert Eagle, luck is involved with it, so that's why I don't like it. That's why I don't like it as much as the enhanced handgun. I mean, yeah, I do think though my one complaint is that we get the enhanced handgun. It takes too long to get, really, because by the time we get it, we already have the Desert Eagle, and we're nearly left the area before the tram ride. So yeah, anyway, there's some Magnum rounds here. So this is only the only Magnum rounds the only Magnum rounds that you can get without using the gunpowders is the stuff in the Magnum when we get it. The Magnum rounds by the rear gate of the park on that mercenary, and the ones here. So that's that. There's another first aid spray here, I think. So let's nab that. Yep. Okay, loads of health. Okay, let's get the rocket launcher out now, and then let's use this. It's a portable radar receiver. You've gotten the radar receiver. Okay. Okay, so let's try and leave, and then this happens.
You're still alive. Such persistence.
Nikolai?
Sorry, but there is no escape from here.
Okay, so we get a choice of either negotiating with him. Yeah, it only happens if you jumped off the bridge, by the way. You get a choice of negotiating with him, which means he just runs away and taunts you, saying there's no escape or something. Or you can return fire. Now, as far as I know, you can only return fire with the rocket launcher. I've tried other weapons, but this is the only one that works. I've tried the Magnum, the grenade launcher. It doesn't seem to work. I've hit them with quite a few. I've hit him with quite a few shots as well. But I don't know what happens if you decide to return fire, and then leave it, not being able to hit him.
Jill, what happened?
Carlos. The choppers.
I guess this is it then. But I don't want to die in a place like this. This isn't over yet. I'm not giving up, Jill. We still have a chance.
Yeah, so I don't know what happens if you decide to return fire and then don't, or run away. Perhaps someone could leave a comment for me, because I've no idea what happens. But yeah, this, in my opinion, is the only use for the rocket launcher, really, because we don't need it for Nemesis, because the rail cannon defeats Nemesis finally, so this must be the only use for it. Anyway, there's another cutscene if we leave and come back, so let's do that. This is your last chance to explore the rest of the dead, well, to go back to the dead factory, because otherwise this happens. After this cutscene, I mean.
Jill!
This is John Shep. Over. I've come to retrieve Jill. I can see there's no time left to bring her back. This is the stars. Please come in, Jill. Here. Are you there to come? Come in.
Hey, he just called your name.
Who could it be?
It doesn't matter. We should tell him where we are. That's it. We've got to find a way out of here. Now!
Who could that have been? Anyway, the canonical...
Warning. Missile attack confirmed. Warning. Missile attack confirmed. Emergency level D. All personnel evacuate immediately.
Yeah, so we can't go back there now. That's the last chance of going back there is gone now. Yeah, when the timer goes to naught, the game will end. I've tested it out with speeding up the emulator, so it does end. Yeah, so Carlos must have gone out of there before before we did that, before the shutter went down. But yeah, the canonical ending is actually Nikolai escaping, I think, anyway, because he does survive. He only survives in that instance because if you push Nemesis off the bridge, he also dies in that cutscene with where he threatens you and says that Umbrella's put a bounty on Jill's head, and then Nemesis, I assume, kills him. But yeah, so that's not the canonical ending, but it doesn't matter which one you do, negotiate or return fire, because you still get the same ending in this instance anyway. Anyways, let's read the incinerator manual. This incinerator plant is one of the facilities that burns the disposable items which are sent from the laboratory. The incinerator burns the waste materials that cannot be decomposed at the treatment room. It also supplies electricity to the facility by a thermal power electricity generator. Part of the electricity is stored in the big battery installed in the facility's underground area. The electricity is used as an auxiliary power source. The auxiliary power circuit will be activated once the 3 auxiliary circuit units are properly placed in their sockets. In case the circuits are not connected automatically, a person can connect them manually to activate the system. Okay, so we just need one more file now. Alright, there's some enemies around here somewhere. Let's use the Magnum one, and why not? Alright, I think this one over here is an ankle biter. I think that one there. Let's kill him. Yeah, oh yeah, there's one there, of course. Yeah, let's kill him. Perfect. Yeah, that one's an ankle biter, I believe. Yep, good. Now he's not. No more ankle biting for him. Right, I think that's it. Oh, he's twitching now. There's some more shotgun ammo here if you want it, which I'll take anyway. But there's 28 shotgun rounds in this place that I haven't used because I can only use it with the the Western Custom, because the enhanced shells are in the other one. Let's just use a herb and then pick them up and put them in the item box just for safekeeping. Let's go and put them away. We won't need them. Yeah, but I can only use them with the Western Custom, and that's not really good enough. I'm not really a huge fan of the Western Custom because it isn't as powerful as even the normal shotgun with the normal rounds, really. Yeah, we have a total of 45. It's the same number of spare handgun bullets we have. Yeah, we have 45 in them. 16 grenade rounds. Yeah, 4 plus the 12 that we picked up with the rocket launcher. 14 mine thrower rounds. 7 plus 1, 8 enhanced shotgun shells left, and 42% of the assault rifle left, and loads of blue herbs. How many do we have? 7 left, and the lockpick. Brilliant. Yeah, so that's that. Knife another first aid spray. Might as well keep this one on us. Why not? Okay, let's leave now. Okay, one more file to get, and then we can get Jill's diary. What's that? Anything? No. Yeah, so they give you some more shotgun shells, but you don't need them because the rail cannon deals with Nemesis. So I suppose the other weapons do sort of slow Nemesis down, I think. But yeah, but don't let the counter go to naught, otherwise the game will end. Believe me, I've tested it with an emulator. We're speeding up the emulator. Anyway, the last file is here. It is classified photo file. In my opinion, I feel that it's too early to use this Paracelsus sword in actual fighting. However, in order to acquire the G-virus that Umbrella has developed, it will be a great help to us. The power of the rail cannon is satisfactory, but please note that it is still having a few remaining problems. Technology Division Colonel Franklin Hart. Okay, now that we have that, we should have Jill's diary. This is what we've been waiting for. Yep, we do. It replaces Game Instructions A rather. So we have all of them in order. You have to get them in order. It's not enough getting them all. You have to get them all in order. Okay, Jill's diary. Here we go. Jill's diary. August the 7th. 2 weeks have passed since that day. My wounds have been healed, but I just can't forget it. For most people, it's history now. But for me, whenever I close my eyes, it all comes back clearly. Zombies eating people's flesh, and the screams of my teammates dying. No, the wounds in my heart are not healed yet. August the 13th. Chris has been causing a lot of trouble recently. What's with him? He seldom talks to the other police members and is constantly irritated. The other day he punched Elran of the boys' crime department just for accidentally splashing Chris's face with coffee. I immediately stopped Chris, but when he saw me, he just gave me a wink and walked away. I wonder what happened to him. August the 15th, midnight. Chris, who has been on a leave of absence for a vacation, called me, so I visited his apartment. As soon as I walked into his room, he showed me a couple of pieces of paper. They were part of a virus research report entitled as simply as G. I think they mean titled as G. Titled simply as G. Then Chris told me that the nightmare still continues. He went on to say that it's not over yet. Ever since that day, he has been fighting all by himself without rest, without even telling me. August the 24th, Chris left the town today to go to Europe. Barry told me that he would send his family to Canada and then he would follow Chris. I decided to remain in Raccoon City for a while because I know that the research facility in this city will be very important to this entire case. In a month or so, I'll be joining with them somewhere in Europe. That's when my real battle begins. Brilliant. I love that. That was Jill's diary. Brilliant. I hope you enjoyed that too. That was absolutely brilliant. I loved it. Excellent. Got them all in order. Oh, right, a bit of suspense. Okay, so now we just have the final battle with Nemesis, one last choice, which doesn't really matter, and then I suppose it does matter if you're about to run out of time, but that's never an issue. I've only ever run out of time by using the emulator speeding up function. Anyway, who's that on the left? Who's on fire? Yes, it's another Mr. X, another Tyrant TR03 or whatever his name is. Yeah, so not the one we had in the last game because he exploded in both scenarios. So yes, there's another Tyrant there. A little bit of an Easter egg there with Resident Evil 2. Okay. Okay, now we're going back now. Okay, let's have a test of that door. There was an explosion, the door won't move. Yeah, so if you wanted the last file, you can't go back for it. Now, who's this? Yes, it's this is one of Umbrella's deadly bioweapons. It looks like the Tyrant from the first game. Alright, so let's go and have a look at this rail cannon. Let's have a look at the door first. Power is going outside, it cannot be unlocked now. Okay. Yeah, we need to do one last battle with Nemesis first. Now the rail cannon will continue to work until Nemesis is destroyed, I think. So as soon as Nemesis is destroyed, then it goes into overheating mode and then you can escape. So it's just a matter of time, really.
System. Checking battery. Warning. There is not enough power to activate the system.
Okay, let's go and put these batteries in. You have to push them in order 1, then 2, then 3, of course. So, oh, this is exciting, about to complete the game. In you go. Yeah, just push it in. There we go. Okay, as soon as you do the first one, this happens.
Battery connected.
Oh no. Someone doesn't want us to escape. Can you guess who it is? It's an old friend. Yeah, it's Nemesis, and he has no head, and looks like he's sort of feeding a bit on the Tyrant's corpse, and then his head becomes his arse, and his arse becomes his head, if you notice. His head is on the opposite side now. Yeah, so That's it. So we sort of switched ends. Anyway, let's go and put the other batteries in. Number 2 is over. Yeah, he can poison us or something. Alright, number 2's here. Quickly push it in. Quick. I know, yeah, let's go. Right, do the last one before Nemesis blocks the way. Good, he's on top of the thing, good. Sometimes he'll block the way there, it's a bit annoying. Okay, now the thing will work.
Battery connected. Rail cannon has been activated. Executing quick charge program. Preparing to fire.
Now, I don't know if you can get hit by this, but when you get the Nemesis hit, when it hits Nemesis and you kill him, it doesn't matter. Even if you're in the way, you never get hit. So we have to sort of lure Nemesis into the path. But first of all, it'll shoot a hole through this. Don't worry, it'll fire after a 5-second countdown. We'll shoot a hole through this. Let's use the rocket launcher just to slow him down a bit. Ow. Good, we're not poisoned. Ow. Come on, jump down. Need to use the rocket launcher on your Nemesis. Come on. Have some rockets. No. Ow. Health. View is still fine. There we go. Right, so that's made a hole in the thing, a gap to run through. We can run through that gap now. Give me the... Yeah, so it sort of slows Nemesis down. Now we need to lure him into the place, into here, where the rail gun fires. So, but be careful of that countdown. I don't know if we can get hit by this. I know we don't get hit when it does hit Nemesis, but... Yeah, so let's get out of the way quickly, yeah. No, we need another one. Come on, Nemesis. Come on. We need to get you in here, don't we, mate? Have some Magnum to... Yeah, that'll entice you. I know you like your Magnum from last time. Quick, it's gonna hit him. Here we go. Just reload the Magnum. Yeah, this is it. Yeah. Keep an eye on that time. Hey, you're not that hurt, Jill.
Warning. System overheating. Enter cooldown mode.
It only does this after you defeat Nemesis, so don't worry. I think you can... Actually, I'm pretty sure you can just... Although I could be wrong, of course, because I keep getting things wrong, but I'm pretty sure you can just... You can keep firing until you get Nemesis, but remember that time. It will go down. We have about 205 seconds left. That's about 3 minutes and 24 seconds. Yeah, so... Here's old Nemi. That bit's blocked off there. Can't run through that. Anyway, there's nothing else to do here, so let's just go. I think if we check this again, let's just have a quick check of this. Display of the power supply program. Cannot supply power to the external devices. Let's try putting the battery in again, shall we? Just for a laugh. Nah, that's broken. Let's go. It's overheating. Alright, let's go. What's this? I think if you don't make the choice, Nemesis will injure you and you escape anyway because he spits poison at you. Okay, if you're running out of time, just run away. Otherwise, if you have 3 minutes left like I do, you can do it. I don't know where she finds the Magnum, because it's certainly not our Magnum. Exterminate the monster or ignore it and evacuate. Exterminate, of course. Who wouldn't if they have the time? You know, she finds a random Magnum and it has 6 rounds in it. 3, 4...
You want stars? I'll give you stars.
Love it. Yes, I don't know where she found that Magnum, because it certainly wasn't our Magnum, because no bullets have left our Magnum at all if we check them. It's just a random Magnum on the floor that we couldn't find earlier, which is a bit weird. But yeah, so that's the end of Nemesis. He's properly dead now, so I think if you escaped, it doesn't matter. You do that if you're about to run out of time, but if you don't do anything, I think he just spits poison at you and then hurts you and maybe poisons you and then you escape anyway or something like that. I've never not made the choice in time. Anyway, yeah, so Nemesis is dead now. He's burnt to a crisp. Yeah, so let's get out of here. Let's complete the game. We've had enough of this now. Yeah, so no Magnum has gone from our Magnum at all. It was another Magnum, but you know, just happened to have 6 rounds in it and on the ground, luckily, which is a bit contrived, but never mind. Anyway, we're about to complete the game. Okay, quickly press this. An elevator control panel. Would you operate it? Yes. Let's go. Right, here's the end of the game. Now, who's going to be in the helicopter? Who is it, I hear you ask? Let's go.
Jill, look! Chopper's coming in! Yes!
He's happy. Like a little kid at Christmas. Who is it? Because the other chopper was exploded with Nikolai in it. Or flies away if you chose the other option. Okay, cutscene time. 20 minutes I'm into this video, it's not bad.
Thanks. You saved us.
I couldn't let you die.
Is it you?
Are you ready to finish this?
It's
It's coming.
Yeah.
It's Barry, but with a different voice from the first game. Even though from the radio thing, it was his old voice. It sounded like, but oh well. It's still good. Anyway, yeah, this is they finally drop a nuclear bomb on Raccoon City. I like how there are still zombies around, that you can see them. Yeah. I think that would be too close.
That's it. Umbrella's going down.
Yeah, I think at that range, I think they all get radiation poisoning, acute radiation poisoning, which means you will die. They will die. Here's the epilogue.
And now we have a rather unfortunate turn of events. It seems that the President and the Federal Council have passed judgment over the civilians of Raccoon City. The President and Federal Council have ruled that the Bacillus Terminate operation is the best course of action for this extreme situation, and have since executed. Based on that fact, Raccoon City has been literally wiped off the map. Current reports have the death toll surpassing the 100,000 mark. Our hearts go out to those poor civilians of Raccoon City.
At least they got rid of all the zombies. Okay, here's the credits. Yeah, so it's not as long a game as well. Resident Evil 2 is made longer in a contrived way by having the different scenarios, which I still complain that the B scenario is far too similar to the A one. I mean, I understand. I don't mind the other A and B scenarios being the same with the different characters, but the B scenario is far too similar to the A scenario in that. So yeah, it's not definitely not as long as the other games, but you know. Mainly because there's only one character to use, but yeah, it's still a good game. I like the addition of the choices, the dodging, even though it's random. The different weapons are excellent as well. Yeah, especially the weapons. I love the weapons, and the gunpowder thing. Being able to choose your own ammo is an excellent part of it. My only complaint is it takes too long to find the enhanced ammo. Maybe they should have made it like the enhanced ammo. You can find it eventually, or just more rare or something. You know, it takes too much gunpowder and too long to get the enhanced ammo, I think, but yeah. I used to show you all the rounds, showed you the freeze rounds as well, they're excellent on Nemesis. The second, the penultimate Nemesis battle was really easy with those freeze rounds and that Magnum. I didn't even need to use the acid pipe things, which I can rarely pull off anyway, because if you shoot them and they're in front of Nemesis won't walk through them, he's not stupid. So you have to shoot it and make sure, because there's a delay from shooting it when the acid starts coming out, so you have to time it perfectly, shoot it just as when Nemesis is about to walk past, so he walks right into the acid, but it really does a lot of damage, and sometimes his head comes off and his arms come off and everything, but he's still walking, which is a bit weird. Anyway, yeah, it's the end of Resident Evil 3 Nemesis, at least this game. I might do the Mercenaries game, but if I do, it's only going to be Mikhail, because I can't be asked with Carlos, and Nikolai is too hard, because he only has the knife and the Sig Pro, and you have to find more ammo for it. Anyway, they're relaxing in a bar. I think if you push Nemesis off the bridge, you'd get a scene that would be them looking at a sunset or something. It looks sort of old-fashioned. Anyway, we get grade E because we took 6 hours and 21 minutes, and number of saves 12. It's not too bad. But we get a grade E, which is awful, which means we only unlock one costume from the boutique. But if you got an E again, you'd unlock another costume. So you'd have to. So if you want to unlock all the costumes with E, you'd have to get 5 E's and complete the game 5 times. But that's how it works, I think, according to someone, according to what I've read. But yeah, but I don't care about the costumes. If I want all the if I want all the costumes, I usually just get them with a cheat disc because I just can't be arsed with it really. Okay, so that's that. Yes, they're watching a sunset, I think. If you push Nemesis off the bridge. Anyway, you can play the extra game, yes, Operation Mad Jackal with Carlos, Mikhail, and Nikolai. And it isn't canon, it's just sort of there, so you completely forget that Mikhail died and Nikolai's a traitor, so, or a supervisor, not really a traitor, because he knew what he was all along. Anyway, you know, he didn't betray his original job. Anyway, you can play the extra game, good. Right. Yeah, I might do Mikhail and... Oh, we have the boutique key, yeah. There's sort of weird music in there. You can look it up on YouTube. I might show you it quickly, actually, but weird music, but you can only have access to one costume. My favourite one is the Dino Crisis one, the one that's based on Regina's character from Dino Crisis, I think she's called it. I never really played Dino Crisis much, really. But I never completed it. I've had a quick go at it, but it's like Resident Evil, but not as good. Anyway, and there's dinosaurs instead of zombies, but I'm sure it's a very good game, but I've never really gotten into it. Never really. I might get into it at some point. But there's 2 games, Dino Crisis 1 and 2. There's other costumes. There's Jill's original Stars outfit. There's another outfit, her in a weird sort of skimpy police uniform. There's one of her as a, I don't know, as a biker or something, a bit like Claire. I don't know. I can't remember. Anyway, yeah, but there's the original Stars uniform from the first game. Anyway, it's enough of that. Here's the epilogue. Yeah, there are 5 epilogues to unlock, I think, or possibly 6. No, not 5. I think there are 7, depending on which you can unlock all the characters of them. You can read them all online. After escaping the city, Jill set out to join Chris Redfield. However, all she found was an empty hideout of Chris's. On the floor was Chris's knife. Jill left without hesitation because she firmly believes that Chris is still alive. She will search for him until she finds him. Then they can go and put an end to Umbrella. Yeah. Jill's bust looks a lot smaller there than it did in the game. Blimey, maybe she's had breast reduction surgery because she realised how much of a nuisance they are. Doing her back in or something. Anyway, yeah. So there are loads and loads of there's an epilogue for Barry, Chris, Ada, Sherry, Claire, Carlos, and Rebecca. I think. Yeah, I think there are 7 of them. All 4 characters from the first game, the 4 characters from the second game, and Carlos. Actually, that's Barry, Rebecca, Chris, Jill, Claire, Leon, Sherry, Ada, and finally Carlos. Yeah, that's 9 in total, I think. They're all on the internet or on YouTube or something. I read them all on I think it's called Evil Source. It's a Resident Evil wiki. So no need to complete the game 9 times to get them all, really. Anyway, yes, I will save the game. Let's save it over the shopping district. Next game. Okay, yeah, so that's the end of this part. In the next part, I think I will be doing Mikhail's. Let's see how we get the Mercenaries game. I think we will be doing Mikhail's Operation Mad Jackal. Yeah, here we go. You can do the Mercenaries from here. You can restart or continue, or you can have a look at the epilogues again, or do not load the game. What's continue? Oh no, restart is, yeah, continue is using the boutique key. Yeah, so here's the Mercenaries key. Actually, I think I will just show you quickly the boutique. I'll do the Mercenaries in the next game. I'll just show you the Mercenaries now. I'll do this all now. Right. I won't show you the Mercenaries. I won't play it, but I'll just show you it. Anyway, so game config. Oh, it's that weird music again. Okay, let's show you the the game start. Operation Mad Jackal. Yeah, so as Carlos, you get the assault rifle, a Desert Eagle with I don't know how many rounds it has, probably 60 or something, 60 rounds. And you have 3 brown full heals, poison full heals. So you get more ammo in the game, but there are 6 hostages to rescue. Let me see if I can remember. There's Dario, there's Marvin, there's the woman from the sales office TV advert. There's the other 2 mercenaries. There's Carlos, there'll be Mikhail and Nikolai, and there's also there's one more. I'm trying to think who it is. Dario, the woman from the sales office, Marvin. I think there are 6 anyway. There could only be 5. There's the other 2, so that's 5 I've accounted for. Yeah, I think there's only 5 actually. Yeah, I think there's only 5. Unless I'm missing one. Yeah, I think there's only 5. I'll find out when I do it, but yeah, there's one in the garage. There's one in the press office. There's one in the restaurant. There's one in the substation, and there's one in the sales office, and then there's one in. Oh yeah, the other one is Brad. Yeah, it's Brad who's in the. It's Brad who's the other one. Yeah, so there's Marvin. There's Brad, there's the woman from the advert in the sales office, there's Mikhail, there's Nikolai, and then there's Dario. That's all 6, yeah. So yeah, so with Carlos, the other 4 are all the same. Like Dario, woman from the advert, Brad, and Marvin. They're always the same regardless of which character you choose. And the other 2, so for Carlos, the other 2 are Mikhail and Nikolai. For Nikolai, the other 2 are Carlos and Mikhail, and for Mikhail, the other 2 are Carlos and Nikolai. Anyway, so Carlos gets all that weapon. Mikhail's the easiest because he gets a shotgun. I think he gets 21 spare shotgun shells. He gets a magnum, I think with 18 magnum rounds or possibly 12. He gets a rocket launcher with I think 8 rockets in it, and 2 rockets is needed to take down Nemesis. There are Nemesis. Yeah, the plural of Nemesis is Nemesis. It's like Crisis and Crises, and Axis and Axes. So it's 1 Nemesis and 2 Nemesis. It's also like a Genesis, 1 Genesis, 2 Genesis. Anyway, so there's more than 1 Nemesis. There are several Nemesis around there. Mutated ones with rocket launchers. One's just who will pick you up and stuff. I think they all have rocket launchers. Yeah, so 2 rocket launchers shots are needed to kill Nemesis. Anyway, and you get a brown full heal. I think as Mikhail you get to pick up. I think one of them has magnum rounds. Other ones have shotgun ammo. There's a health, I think, possibly, and one of them is you can get some enhanced ammo. So there's 14 shells of enhanced ammo you can pick up as Mikhail. As Carlos, you only ever get normal handgun ammo that you pick up. Whenever you pick something up, I think it's always handgun ammo, possibly some health, but I think it's always handgun ammo. You don't get another assault rifle clip. Now as Nikolai, yeah, his other characters that he rescues are Mikhail and Carlos, and Dario, Marvin, Advert Woman, and Brad. He gets the SIG Pro with only 15 bullets in it, knife, a blue herb, and 3 first aid sprays. He picks up the items he gets from rescuing the hostages are I think 3 of them are normal handgun rounds. No, 2 of them are normal handgun rounds. There are 2 other, maybe another first aid spray, or 3 normal handgun rounds, and 2 of them, I think, or possibly 3, are enhanced ammo rounds. I think you get 60 each time you pick it up, so he can get the enhanced handgun ammo and use it with a SIG Pro, but it's really difficult with him because you don't get more ammo until you rescue the hostage from the garage, which I think is Dario, and he gives you 60 normal handgun bullets, so you have to try and get there, use the barrels and stuff, and try to use the knife to kill zombies to get more ammo with him. The trouble is, or the good thing is, if you do kill a zombie with a knife, you get more time because it's timed. When you kill a zombie with a gun, it gives you 3 seconds, but when you kill it with a knife, when you kill anything with a knife, it gives you the normal time the enemy gives you, but multiplied by 8. So 8 times 3 is 24. But it's really hard. Honestly, it's so difficult. I've tried it several times. It's just so difficult. Carlos is manageable, but I've only ever managed to do Carlos's one without rescuing all the hostages. The only one I've actually managed to rescue all the hostages on is Mikhail. That's the only one I've managed to do. So yeah. Mikhail's sort of easy mode, then there's medium mode with Carlos, then there's hard mode with Nikolai. I thought Nikolai was with a K, not with an ICH, I don't know. Anyway, yeah, so I'll be doing this only as Mikhail, not as Nikolai or Carlos, because I want to rescue all the hostages. I've only ever managed to do it with Mikhail, but he can get enhanced shotgun ammo, whereas there's no enhanced ammo for Carlos that he can pick up, and the enhanced handgun ammo can be picked up by Nikolai only. Anyway, so that's that done. How do we get out of this? Oh, I've started it as car. I'll have to quit. Yeah, so it says these soldiers have lost their edge. They have forgotten what fear and survival mean. It's time for them to remember. Okay, let's have a look at this intro. I'll do this next time.
Welcome. The rules are simple. In order to dispose of the bomb implanted in your body, you must reach the target point. Keep in mind that there will be various obstacles in your way, so do not be afraid to use whatever means necessary to reach your goal. Good luck.
Apparently that's supposed to be, I've read somewhere that's supposed to be Chief Irons. I don't know how people know that. Anyway, so we start off at the tram and we have to go back all the way to the warehouse at the start of the game. So we have to go all the way back there. But yeah, I'm not going to do that now because I can't be bothered. So let's reset the game. I want to show you the boutique key. Yes, so that's the goal. The hostages are entirely optional, and you have to rescue the hostages quickly, because I think there's a time that if you leave it too long, they will die. You'll find them dead and won't be able to get any ammo from them. And yeah, but as soon as you enter a room with a hostage, one of the 6 hostages, or damsels in distress, if you like, as soon as you enter a room that has them in, that's it. Then they can't die. So they'll scream and say "help me" or something like that, and then you have to help, and then you can help them if you want, but they won't die from that point onwards. And as long as but you just have to get up to them within a time limit. The time limits are online. I think if you read them somewhere, there's a time limit for each one. Obviously, so you have to go through it quickly. There is a really good video of someone doing Nikolai killing every enemy. Because he has a knife, he can kill every enemy. You can't do that with the other ones because you have limited ammo. But the knife, because it's unlimited ammo, more or less, even though it's weak, you can kill every enemy with it. And so he goes and rescues all the hostages and then goes all the way back because you have to get the hostages in time, otherwise they'll die. And he gets all the ammo and everything and uses everything in his disposal. And he makes, there's one place near the back of the bar where we used a square crank, where there are 2 Nemesis with rocket launchers, and he manages to make the Nemesis kill each other. It's quite with the rocket launcher, and it's quite funny, and he's absolutely brilliant at it with Nikolai. It's fantastic. But yeah, so there's plenty of videos on YouTube of people doing this and getting A ranks and everything. To get an A rank, you need to rescue all the hostages. I think that's all you have to do. But yeah, I'm only going to be doing this as Mikhail, obviously, because it's the only one I can do. I can rescue all the hostages with. I can't get all the hostages with Carlos or Nikolai. Anyway, let's get out of that and quickly show you the boutique key before I end the video. So I'll have one video of me doing Mikhail, and then that'll be the end of Resident Evil 3 Nemesis. Although down the line I might be tempted to do one of Carlos and Nikolai if I can be bothered to practice and get really good, but I don't think I'll be bothered. So don't hold out for that. But it's a possibility. But someone also suggested to me doing. I think it was Adam Dementer left a comment. Yeah, we've seen it. Left a comment saying, "Will I do Resident Evil Survivor?" Now, Resident Evil Survivor is an interesting game. It's an interesting game in that it's not like a normal Resident Evil. It's like a first-person shooter thing, but the graphics are really drab. Everything's grey and dark. And has the game crashed? No, it hasn't. Good. Yeah, it shouldn't crash. I've never had it crash before. Yeah, everything's grey and drab and dark, and there's different paths you can take, and it's pretty easy though. I mean, I'd have to this bloke again. Come on, yes, come towards me. Come to where the police car is. Yeah, so also using the Mercenaries game, you can get money. The more you do it, the more money you accumulate, and you can buy an item. Like one of the items is infinite assault rifle. I think that's 1,000. Then there's infinite Gatling gun for 2,000 or something. Infinite rocket launcher for 4,000 or something like that. I forget. And then the most expensive one is the maximum amount of money, which is an infinite ammo kit, which you can get actually from Nemesis. In this run through, the second time you go through the game, the 7th item that Nemesis will drop, it won't be an assault rifle, it will be an infinite ammo kit, and you combine that with any weapon, enhanced handgun, normal handgun, Obviously not Carlos's weapons because you won't have access to it, but you can combine it with the assault, not the assault rifle because you already have an input one of those. You can combine it with the shotgun, enhanced shotgun, Western custom, rocket launcher when you get anything, the freeze round, the grenade launcher, and it'll make it infinite, but only once. You can only use it once. Yeah, but you can buy one of those, I think, and that will cost you $9,999, which is the maximum you can have, I think, or something like that. Yeah, so, never mind. Can't believe I managed to do that last time. I managed to, when I did my proper run through, I managed to get past those zombies without getting hurt. Let's speed this up. We've seen this. We get to see the, we get to see Resident Evil mixed with Benny Hill. Benny Hill and Resident Evil.
I just lost my daughter.
Yes, we know. Right, okay, let's have a look at the. Go and get the boutique key. It should be in the. I pressed continue, didn't I? It should be in the the item box or something. So let's go and nab that, and then I'll show you the boutique quickly. Yeah, so yes, that's what you get from doing the Mercenaries game. The more times you do it, the more money you accumulate, and that means you can buy those items if you want to. The infinite assault rifle, infinite. There's the boutique key. Infinite Gatling gun. I'll just get some more ammo. Infinite Gatling gun, which you can't really get from in the normal game. It's sort of weird. It goes, you know, it has to charge up first. I used it on Nemesis. It's really powerful. It's like a more powerful assault rifle, but it's sort of slower. You have to wait for it to charge up. It's like petrol powered or something, or gasoline powered if you're American. Yeah, so if we combine it, before we got 15. So if we'd done those on their own, we would have got 2 times 15, which is what I did in the last playthrough. But if I combine them as an AA, then we get 35. So you get 5 extra if you combine those. If you combine those gunpowders into 2 and then do it, so you get an extra 5 bullets. But I didn't do that because that still only counts as one mixture. I did it on their own in the previous playthrough because it counted as 2 mixtures, and you have to get 7 mixtures, and then on the 8th mixture with the with making handgun bullets, then you get the enhanced ammo. On the 8th one, you get the option of handgun bullets on the 8th. Enhanced handgun bullets on the 8th one. I didn't get the key, did I? Yeah, that's why I did that on my previous playthrough. But on this one, I thought I might as well just I might as well show you what happens when you mix the AA. But that only counts as one mixture, so I'd have to mix another 6. And then on the 7th one after this mixture, then I'd get the enhanced ammo. Whereas before, because I mixed them separately, that counted as 2 mixtures, so I only needed another 6 in order to get up to 8. Whereas with this one now, I have to make another 7 lots of handgun rounds independently in order to get the handgun round, in order to get the enhanced handgun rounds, which is why I did that. In case you were wondering. So yeah, but it's better to mix the ammo if you're not aiming for the enhanced handgun ammo. It's better to mix the gunpowders because then you get more. If you have 2 and you're definitely going to mix them both, mix them first, and then you'll get more ammo. But if you want the enhanced ammo, you have to mix them separately, otherwise it will take longer to get the enhanced ammo. So you have to plan ahead really. So I planned ahead from the start of the last game that I wanted the enhanced ammo. I was going to get the enhanced ammo, so that's why I did it like that, and that's why I forfeited those 5 bullets because I wanted the enhanced ammo. But 5 bullets doesn't really make much difference. But if you keep mixing AAs, I think you get 35 and 37 and maybe 40. And if you use an AAA, I think you get possibly 50 bullets, because 3 times 15 is 45. Possibly 55. I think it's 55 bullets, so an extra 10 if you mix an AAA instead of 3 A's separately, in which case you get 45 in total. With an AAA, you get 55 or something, so you get an extra 10 bullets for mixing the gunpowder beforehand. But that still counts as only one mixture, mixing an AAA. It doesn't count as 3, so you'd have to mix more afterwards. Anyway, I just want to show you the boutique key. Let's have a look at it first. It's a key for an uptown boutique. Let's go in there. So as we only got a grade E, or the... can we get that thing? Yeah, there we go. Good. Oh no, it's not in this one, is it? It's in the next place. I'll have to go back and go to the next area, won't I? There's zombies following me. Yes, as I got a grade E, it'll only have unlocked 1 costume. I always forget where the boutique key, where the boutique is. It's in the next area, isn't it? Near where the bar is. So I need to go all the way over there. No point going to get the shotgun. I might as well just go down here now. Oh, burst saving its own this time. There we go. Let's just avoid everything. We don't need the shotgun or lighter fluid because we're not going to go completing the game again. So I just want to show you the boutique. This is the way to the boutique, I think. Yeah. No, you don't, you critter. Oh, there we go. Yep, there's a person we can't save. Anyway, use the boutique. You've used the boutique key. Yep, scarred. Yes, it's open now. It says the arcade shops, like the other door. Like the other door near the arcade shops. Anyway, everything's nice and neat in here. It's like before the zombie apocalypse. You know, nothing's dirty. What's going on? Anyway, lots of crap in here. Anyway, yeah, so there are 5 doors. They're all closed, so we can't go in there. The door is locked. Yeah, there's only one open. So because we've got a grade E, only one opens. If you complete this game with another grade E, then another door will be open. I don't know which one though. If we complete this game with a grade D, then another 2 will be open. So if we completed the first game with a grade A, then all of them would be opened because a grade A is worth 5 doors. So we can also get all the doors open if we get a grade E and then get a grade B. That will open 4. So that's how it works. You don't have to complete the game with an A ranking to get them all. It just means you have to complete it more. But yeah, as I was saying before, yeah, Resident Evil Survivor, there are different choices, and to show you all the different routes you can take, I'd have to make save states if it will actually work on the emulator. I don't know, because I haven't actually tested out that game, because I don't really like it that much, but it's okay. You meet enemies like Mr. X, and there's a handgun with infinite ammo, and you go to lots of places, but because the graphics aren't pre-rendered backgrounds like the first 3 Resident Evils, all the graphics are drab and pixelated, especially close up. But the action is quite good, and I think you can also use the G-Con 45 PlayStation light gun with it as well. And you can use one of the buttons to move left, one of the buttons to move right, and then shoot with the trigger, which is quite good. Anyway, let's have a look at this. There's an outfit that should fit you. It's Jill's old uniform. Will you change your clothes? Yeah. Yeah, so you only get the opportunity to change your clothes in this instance. So after you do the tram thing, you won't be able to come back here. Unfortunately, we don't get to see Jill naked, which is most unfortunate. But I'm sure you can find some fan art if you're that way inclined and want to see her naked. You see some fan art, or perhaps use your imagination, or just look online. I don't know. Someone probably has drawn a picture of her naked and they've done it really well. Anyway, yeah, so we're now using Jill's old uniform, even though it doesn't actually look like Jill from the first game because the sprite or whatever was different, the graphics were different, but yeah, it's Jill's Resident Evil 1 uniform. Okay, next game will probably be, well, I want to do the Mercenaries game with Mikhail first. That'll be the next part. The next game I'm going to be doing after this one will eventually, not yet, I'm going to take a little bit of a break from video making because I'm a bit burnt out, and a lot of my books have come that I need to read. I need to read a lot of books and do a lot of reading and a lot of work and stuff. So I need to do that really. So I'm going to take a break from making videos because this has pretty much taken over. Pretty much every day I seem to make some videos. Sometimes 3, sometimes 2, sometimes more, and it's sort of taken up a lot of my time. So I'm going to have a little bit of a break from making videos, and possibly it'll also make me more excited to do videos when I come back. So it might be a break for a month, it might be 2 months, I don't know, but I will be back, don't worry. There's nothing stopping me from making videos. I really enjoy making them, but I'm a bit burnt out at the moment. I'm going to do probably either another Master System game or perhaps Resident Evil Director's Cut, because I have to do that, don't I? Because I said I'd do it, even though it's more or less the same game as Resident Evil 1 with the same plot line and everything, but it's just has the items in different places. And yeah, if you do the arrange mode, which is pretty much the different items and everything, then the handgun has a random chance of getting a headshot like the Desert Eagle in this game, which is quite fun. But there are fast zombies like in this game, so it's a trade-off. You get fast zombies, but you do get a random chance of getting a headshot. So you have to take it or leave it. But I'm going to be doing the arrange mode because the original mode is exactly the same as original Resident Evil 1 apparently, and then there's the training mode, which is pretty much the original mode, except you don't get hurt as much and you get twice as much ammo from pickups. So I think you get 30 bullets from a clip or something and 14 shotgun shells from a box of shells instead of 7. So So that's that. So I'm not going to be doing the training mode or the original mode. I'm just going to be doing the arranged mode or the advanced mode, whatever it's called. I can't remember. In America it's called the arranged mode. In here over here it's called the advanced mode or something, whatever. But it's just the one that has the items in different locations, more difficult locations. So you have to go in more rooms and run around more, basically, which means more chance of getting hurt and injured and things. So it's harder. So you have to use more. You have to use more ammo and more health. So yeah, I'll be doing director's cuts next, but that won't be for about a month or possibly 2 months. But I still have to do Mikhail's mercenaries thing, which I will be doing. So I'll do that. Then after that video, I'll leave it a month or 2, and then see how I feel when I come back. Anyway, yeah. So thanks for watching. Next video will be Mikhail's mercenaries game. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.